Wolverine Revenge, Marvel Red Bed number 2. Damn it, sniff, sniff. You can come out, Fury. I know you're here. They were the best of us, and they will be missed. But I have to say, I'm honest, maybe they were lucky they got out so clean, being spared what's to come. The mission. You set us up, an LMD, didn't you? I did. The last working one I had. Never did your ass in the fire, is it? Why am I so surprised? I've known you for 50 years. You know me for 50 years. After a while, we simply are who we are. What you gonna do now? Nothing to do. We felt the Empire has fallen, and now, if we're lucky, only a couple 100 million people on this continent are gonna die. All of that's left is the Great American Experiment. It's a less than 20 nuclear subs rolling in the war deep, and I give those good men a few months before they're warlord pirates. I've seen worst of the horror. Won World War, faced my worst nightmares in the jungle, and endured the cold hell of Cold War. I promise you, this is gonna be worse. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find myself a nice bottle of bourbon and crawl into a hole with my best gun. Then someday soon enough, I'll see my friends on the other side. Well then, you do it. You tell him I said you're only late because you're a terrible drunk and an even worse shot. And about you, Logan, what are you gonna do? Magneto has fallen, and when he died, it released an EMP that took out all the world's power. In a mission to save those left, Captain America, Winter Soldier, and the Wolverine teamed up with what was left of S.H.I.E.L.D. to seek out the last device capable of producing energy on Earth. Mastermind leading a new brotherhood of evil mutants consisting of Sabretooth, Omega Red, Deadpool, Colossus. They intercepted him, and only Wolverine survived, but the villains are still out there. 3 months later, the Dakotas. Well, if my other senses weren't backing him up, I'd swear my eyes were lying to me. Danny Moonstar, I was not expecting to see you here.
Hello, Logan. I hope you weren't trying to sneak up on us. If so, you missed about 100 motion sensors we have surrounding the place.
I wasn't sneaking anywhere, just headed toward the only light that was burning in the night.
You're trespassing.
And you have power while no one else does. I think I know why. And why? Why is why I'm here.
And he doesn't want to see you? What then? Am I going to have to make you leave?
I hear that demon bears love fear that they smell from a world away. Well, that ain't my scent. I ain't that guy. And I sure ain't leaving without talking to him. So what happens next is up to the two of you. 2 days later, north and east. How much farther, Forge? The impact zone is close. We're almost there. Are you sure I can't talk you out of this retribution? A dark path of revenge is a master no man should serve. Yeah, well, that's all I got left. The world ended, and instead of surrendering to my despair, I steeled myself to raising up something new and gathered those around me who could see the dream for what it was. Sounds like heaven. You offered me an invite? Until you wake from this madness that has taken you, friend, there is no place for you on the mountain. I fear where the future lies, Logan. I fear it is not heaven for what waits you. We're here. I thought there'd be more debris or something else. Kissing the edge of apocalypse always elicits responses from fanatics. Something awful, and so why they believe that it could not be avoided, that it was fate. The true believer of Magneto's cleared this place of any remnants of Asteroid M. Holy trinkets, the mutant prophet of doom. Then you know. Do you know? Is he here? I assumed that the impact would have buried him, deep enough that we would not have been able to find him. My scan of the area has arrived and confirmed he's beneath our very feet. You got some kind of high-tech doodad we can dig him up with? I do. Here, start digging. Chunk! I think I found him. Yep, there he is. I wonder what killed you, Eric. I guess we'll never know. Think this'll do? A little more shielding, a touch of vibranium, feedback, yes. I can make it work. Zzz. A city's name that's been erased. Unbelievable. He's got the whole place brainwashed. Sneak! Ruff! Sniff. Alone, damn. Well, Weingard, it's hard to argue you don't have a type. Hard to argue you're not that guy. The one who tells the same story over and over again, expecting it's gonna somehow turn different.
Who is this uninvited guest? Someone beyond my thrall. To who do we owe the pleasure?
We'll get to that in a second. First, I want to know where the others are. Rasputin I know, but Wade, Green, Omega Red, where are your pals?
Rasputin cast us out. Said we were beneath him, but you shouldn't know anything about that. You do make me curious. And when I do know where my companions are, I won't be the one giving up my secrets. Instead, I'll be taking yours, breaking your will. breaking your mind and sifting through your hidden head, studying who are you. Bad news on that front, Bob.
All my secrets are staying safely locked in here. One guess as to what's really motivating this bad behavior of mine.
Servants, save me! Throw yourselves at him!
Too late for that. Snink! There ain't no one going to save you. Ah! And as for your secrets, I'll have to figure out some other way to dig them out. A short while later, gotta ask, closer you get closer to the equator, the more stabilized things are. Sure, migrations are a disaster, but it always is. But when I was coming back and forth north, farther I got bleaker. It's a light out for a couple 100 miles outside things being on fire till I got here. So I'm curious, how are you powering this place?
A little geothermal, some captured isotopes, but mostly refurbished CR pulse drive I converted into a dynamo. Should last us 50 to 60 years. All courtesy of my mutant gifts as a builder. Okay, I think I got it. It was tricky because he'd done so much work on his brain, but I wired his mastermind hippocampus, accessoring memories. It looks like Colossus is where you thought, and he'd be, and Omega is really close. Deadpool shows up in multiple locations. Seems moving between all of them.
Probably because no one wants him around.
Whatever the reason, I'd assume what we have on him is less reliable.
And Creed?
Right here. Looks like he's made a home in the desert. Where are you going first?
Old business before new business. What about the other thing I asked for? Can you make it?
I did it while you were gone.
1 week later. Chomp. Room, girl. I bet you're surprised to see me alive, aren't you? No, not a bit. Take a lot more than a bomb in my chest to stop me dead. I figure means you had half a chance of doing the same. I'm surprised to see you here right now. Why's that? Because, assume you're handling all this good about handling any other tragedy, you always lose. So you're always looking to get even. And surprise, my plans include you? No, I just think you got grudges that go all the way down. Yeah, I got a few, including you, Creed. See, that's what I'm talking about. I figured you ought to want to settle most of them before you come Snake Eyes. Because beyond for me, you can't take me. And any revenge you want, it ends right here, and it ends right now. Roar! Oof! You've always been weak. Any last words, Run? Sir, all you got? Heh. Guess I'll prolong this a bit. Savor the experience. Kick you while you're down. Rip out your heart. That I own you. Always have, always will. I think you talk too much. Well, sorry for that. I admit things have been dull out here in the desert. Nothing good to hunt. Nothing good to kill. And you come as a welcome distraction. I think I broke your back. Actually, it ain't my bike. I borrowed it from a friend, and he ain't gonna be happy with what you did to it. That ain't wrong. Someone's wrong. I'm not. Healing. Yeah, I know. That was the same friend built a neutralizer in the bike's headlamp, and now your mutant powers are gone, Creed. I'm healing up just fine, but you're bleeding out. It's been a long time coming, but you're done. No! Yes, and maybe now I'll do what you did for me a very long time ago. Tear you apart, little by little. Come back next year and do it year after year and cut a piece of you. Or we could just end it right here. End me? You think you could still take me, Run? You're talking to the wrong wolf in the wrong forest. That's funny, because I thought I was talking to a dead man. Grrr! Roar! Grrr! To be continued in the next episode of Wolverine Revenge number 3.